Hello friends, my name's Sophie and welcome to your practice. Today we're doing another strong and creative flow. We will need to have a prop today. It's going to be a strap, but if you don't have a strap, just grab a t-shirt. You can use the belt from a robe, just anything that you can grab onto. You really don't need that much length. So you can set that to the back corner of your mat. And we're going to be moving through a mandala flow today. So that means we're going to be facing the front, sides, and back of the mat. So I recommend having your computer or device on the side of your mat rather than the front, because when we're facing the back, if you have to look at the screen, then it might be kind of difficult to do. Hope that makes sense. Anyways, let's get started. We are going to sit in any seated, comfortable position. I'm sitting here in Virasana with my heels underneath of me, my knees bent. You can sit cross-legged, and we're just going to breathe for a couple moments and then we'll get moving. Close your eyes, flip your palms up or down, soften your shoulders, and invite in a few clearing and cleansing breaths. Deep inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way out. Fill up, inhale, belly fills. Exhale all the way out. Once more, full breath in. And breathe out. Go ahead and blink the eyes open. And let's get moving. We'll come right into tabletop. Tuck your toes and start to move forwards and backwards so that your shoulders go over your wrists and then you sit back on your heels. So we start to warm up the wrists and we warm up those toes and the bottoms of the feet. And as we move through practice today, I invite you to bring in an Ujjayi breath in and out of the nose with that slight restriction on the back of the throat when you exhale. So it sounds like you're whispering or it's that ocean-like sound. This is a very deeply cleansing breath. And we're working to find clarity in our practice. Now we'll come back into a neutral spine and we'll take the right leg out to the right and up, out and up to the right. Keep your arms straight, flex your right foot and extend your right leg out to the right. And then rebend it, bring it down to hover off the ground, lift it up, extend it out to the right, bend the knee and bring it down. One more time, lift, extend. Now set your leg down on the side like you're setting up for gate pose. Keep your left hand down and lift your right arm up to the sky. We'll take some big circles with the right arm. Start by going back and then down, around and up. Clear out through the shoulders. Start to open up through the pecs and the ribs. Take one more full circle and land with the arm back up to the sky. Inhale. On exhale, weave your right arm through to the left for thread the needle. Set your right shoulder down, crawl your left fingertips forward. Breathe into the back of the heart. Plant down through your left hand. Lift your right arm all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale. Put your right hand down onto the ground. On inhale, drop your belly and lift your chest for cow. Exhale, round your spine for cat. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale. The bottom of your right foot is flat on the earth. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Lift, keep your right leg straight, lift it up off of the ground. Bend your knee, keep it lifted high, and slowly set your right knee down to the ground. All right, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So lift your left leg out to the left, hold. And extend your leg out. Then bend the knee. Bring the left knee down to hover off the ground and lift it back up. Extend to the left, Bend the knee. Lower it down. Once more. Lift. Extend. Bend. And lower. Actually, we accidentally did one more. That's okay. Lift it up. Extend and set your foot down onto the ground. Plant down through your right hand. Lift your left arm up. And start to take big circles to open through the left side chest. With the breath. And the next time the arm comes up to the sky, keep it there. Inhale. Exhale, weave your arm through to the right. Walk your right fingertips forward. Set your left shoulder down. One more full breath. Plant down through your right hand. Sweep your left arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down onto the ground. And we'll take our 3 cat-cow. So drop your belly, open your heart. Round your spine. So you can really feel the pelvis tilting forwards and backwards more when you have your leg out like this. Again, inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, open the chest. Exhale, tilt the pelvis back and round. Again, inhale. Exhale. Come back to neutral. Lift that left leg up with all of your strength. Bend the left knee. And set the knee down onto the ground. Beautiful. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. Start to take some movement by pedaling out the legs. By the way, I just remembered, if you happen to notice that I have a lot of marks on my back, it's because I had some acupuncture done, so they did some cupping on me. Just in case you see those marks and you're not sure or you're wondering, that is why. All right. Now we'll take the feet up to the hands. Take little steps. And we'll take ragdoll. Grab onto your elbows and rock a little side to side or front to back or bounce. And release the hands down to the ground. Slowly roll up to a standing position. Slow, slow, slow. Roll the shoulders back and down and stand tall. And reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, fold right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, slow lower to the ground. Inhale, lift up for cobra as high or low as your heart desires. Take a couple breaths. Really pull the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down to the ground. Tuck your toes. Press all the way up to plank. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And out. Look forward, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in half. Here we are. Inhale, stand, reach your arms up. Hands to heart center this time. And arms down by your sides. We're going to move through 2 more sun salutations. Really choose to do this with intention. Moving slowly, staying present. Ready? Reach the arms up. Inhale, take the whole breath. Exhale, whole breath to bring the fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Slowly lower down to the ground. Lift up for cobra. Lower back down. Plant your hands. Tuck your toes. Hands are already planted. Lift your knees. Press all the way up to plank. Downward facing. Look forward. Step or hop forward. Halfway lift. and fold. Stand, reach the arms up. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart. Arms by your sides. Once more, reach the arms up. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop back to plank. Lower down halfway for chaturanga this time. Hold for 3, 2, upward facing dog. 1. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together. Lift your right leg up. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. Shake out your head. Straighten the right leg back out. Square your hips. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands for low lunge and rise up to high lunge. Inhale, warrior 2 on your exhale. Reach your arms up to the sky. Keep the bend in the right knee for warrior 2. Bring your right hand to the back of the neck so that your right elbow points to the sky. With your left hand, grab onto your right elbow. And then reverse warrior. Lean back. So you're side bending to the back of the room. Open your arms up for warrior 2. Flip your left arm so that your left hand can come behind into a half bind. So bring your left arm into a half bind. Straighten your right leg. Reach forward with the palm facing up. So it's a variation on triangle. Keep your left hip where it is, but open your left side rib cage and your left shoulder to the sky. Spread your toes on your right foot. Now keep your left arm into a half bind and come into a reverse warrior. Bend your right knee a lot. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to low lunge. Pause. Take an inhale here in low lunge, and on exhale, straighten your right leg. Inhale, bend and shift forward. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Keep the toes down for this one. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, straighten the right leg and lift the bottom of the foot so you're just on your heel. Really flex the toes. At the same time, lift the back of your heart. So there's always a little bit of a back bend within anytime you're folding. A sense of lifting through the heart. You can even relax the head while you do that. Now bend your right knee into low lunge. Plant your hands and step back into one-legged plank. Come up onto your left fingertips. An option to reach your left arm forward and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, bring your left hand back down. Bring your right foot down. Chaturanga. Lower down halfway. Cobra or up dog. And down dog. Breath in. Cleansing breath out. Lift your left leg up. Bend your knee. Open your hip. Notice if you lost your Ujjayi breath and bring it back into your practice. It helps focus you. Straighten the left leg out. Inhale, lift it high. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. And rise up to high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Reach both arms up. Bend your left elbow so the hand comes to the back of the neck. And with right elbow, grab onto left. Right hand, grab on a left elbow. Reverse warrior. And then open up to warrior 2. Take your right arm into a half bind behind you. And straighten your left leg, come into triangle, reach forward, but left palm faces up, like you're serving a tray of food to someone. Keep your right arm behind you. Come into reverse warrior. Inhale. Sorry, there's someone's dog is at my front door. Cartwheel your hands down to the ground. That was distracting. Pause there. That's my neighbor's dog though. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, bend your left knee. Open the heart. Exhale, straighten the left leg and fold. Inhale, bend, open. Exhale, straighten, stay here. Lift the bottom of the foot. Pin your left hip back. Lift the back of your heart within the fold. Flex your toes. Ujjayi breath. Bend your left knee into low lunge. Plant your hands, step back to one-legged plank. Rise up onto your right fingertips and reach your right arm forward and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come into plank, lower down halfway, upward facing dog or cobra, and down dog. Breath in and out. Shift forward into plank. Slowly lower to the earth. Take your arms straight out in front of you. Relax your head for a moment on the ground. Your arms are straight out. And then what we're going to do is keep the legs and the feet down. Lift your head, chest, and arms. And anchor your tailbone towards your heels. So it's a slight tuck of the tailbone. Take your arms out wide. Internally rotate your arms so the thumbs face behind you and then the palms face up. Make 2 fists and bring your hands together but not touching, and not touching the back either. So you're floating, your elbows are bent, and your knuckles are facing each other. Reach your arms out wide, still internally rotated. Now externally rotate so the palms face forward, thumbs face up. Reach your arms forward. And then again, take your arms out wide. Internally rotate the arms. Bring your fists towards each other, floating from your lower back. Take your arms out wide. Externally rotate so the palms face forward. Reach your arms forward. We're doing it one more time. Stay with me. Arms out wide. Internal rotation. Palms to get towards each other, knuckles towards each other. On your back. And then arms out wide. Palms face forward. Reach your arms forward and relax. Rest your head on your hands. And wiggle your hips side to side. Plant your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Press up to plank. Downward facing dog. All right, set your knees down and just take a moment to breathe before we move into our mandala flow. I want you to make sure your strap is on the back right side of your mat. You'll see why in just a few moments. All right, we're gonna make our way to down dog and get moving again. So come on down, or come on into your down dog. And bring your feet together and lift your right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot outside of your right hand for lizard. Plant both hands down and move around first to arrive in lizard. Keep the back knee lifted and just find some kind of back and forth motion, or maybe circles. Then bring your left hand over to the left side of the mat. Have lots of space from your left hand to your right foot and reach your right arm up. We're going to do our lizard kick throughs. So plant down through left hand and kick your left leg all the way through. Maybe your right heel lifts. And then sweep your left leg all the way back. Again, let's kick it through. And kick it back. And we'll do one more. Do the best you can. And bring it back into lizard. Bring your right hand down to the ground. Put your left heel on the ground like you're in warrior one legs. And walk your hands to the front left corner of your mat. Let your head drop between your triceps. Spin your right hip to the back of the mat, keeping the bend in your right knee. Find length in your spine. Now bring your hands under your shoulders. Back of the mat, side lunge. So bend your left knee, but you're not coming all the way down for Skandasana. I want you to stay lifted into a high side lunge. Both toes, all of your toes are facing the left side of the mat. Bring your hands to your heart. Good. Now turn without using your hands on the ground to face the back of the mat for low lunge. And put your back knee on the ground. Come upright, bring your hands behind you. Interlace your hands and open up your chest. Really open through the heart space, through the collarbones. Lean back into a back bend. And then release your hands to the ground. Lift your back knee, come into standing splits. Lift that right leg up, but then get your right hip down a little bit so the hips are more squared and flex your right foot just for this particular standing splits. So we get a nice stretch through the back of the left leg and the side of the left leg. Reach your right heel back. Then set your right foot down next to your left. Lift up halfway. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand, reach your arms up. Exhale, pause. Lift your left leg up, and without using your hands, come into tree. Left leg goes right into tree pose. For an extra balance challenge, put your left hand on your knee and take a side bend to the right, or to the left, I mean. Reach your arms up to the sky and make your way into warrior three with airplane arms. So your left leg goes behind you, your arms go by your sides, facing back. Slowly step back to high lunge and reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Reach down, grab your strap, and put your strap around your right shoulder. Reach your right arm up and grab onto your strap with your right hand. Your elbow points to the sky. Take your left arm out. Internally rotate it so the thumb faces down and behind. Then bring your arm back behind and grab onto the strap. We have Gomukhasana arms. You bend your right knee, you're still in warrior two. We take reverse warrior here. Lean it back. And then come into side angle. So lean forward towards the new front of the mat. And rotate your right side rib cage up to the sky. Press back into your left outer foot. And then rise back up. Straighten your right leg. Then turn your right toes over to the left. So your toes are all facing the same direction. And then turn your heels in and toes out and sit low for goddess. Lift your heels if you want a little extra spiciness and stay low. For 3, 2, 1, straighten the legs. We'll go into Prasarita Padottanasana, so a wide-legged fold. So turn the heels out. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Take your time. Press into the feet, slowly rise back up. Unwind your arms and remove your strap and put your strap behind you on the ground towards that back corner of the mat, the original back. Then go to warrior two, facing the front of the mat, facing the front. So we're almost making our way back to the original front. Flip your left palm, reverse, warrior regular. Inhale. On exhale, come into half moon. Left fingertips down, Lift your right leg up, flex your foot, right arm up. Option to bend the knee, grab the foot if you like to take a Shavasana variation, but you absolutely don't have to. And then re-extend the leg if you have Shavasana. Slowly come into standing splits. So put your hands on the ground and slowly rotate downwards so the hips are now neutral. And lift that right leg as high as you can. And then bring the right knee down towards your left ankle for a Shiva squat. Maybe bring your hands together and bring your right leg straight back up. 2 more times. Lower down and lift it up. And once more, lower and lift. Hands go back down to the ground. Step all the way back to low lunge. Plant down through your right hand. Lift your left arm up. Go onto the outer edges of your feet and step your left foot on top of your right for side plank. You can stay or lift your left leg up. Bend your left knee so the knee points to the sky and put your left hand on your knee. Lift that right hip up, creating a rainbow-like arch. Re-extend your left arm up, extend your left leg straight, put your left foot on top of your right foot, come into plank. Lower onto your forearms for a forearm plank. Lift your right foot up, point the toes. Set the foot down. Lift the left foot up, point the toes. Set the foot down. Slowly come back up onto your hands. Inhale, exhale, down dog. Let's take 3 breaths here to reset. That was a lot going on one side. Shake out your head. Right. Let's get moving again. Lift your left leg up. Bend your left knee. Open your hip. Then straighten the left leg back out. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot outside of your left hand, actually, and take a moment to move around. Person lizard. Good, then bring your right hand over to the right a little bit more. Lift your left arm up. We're going to kick the right leg through all the way. And slowly bring it back. There's no rush. Kick the leg through. Maybe your left heel lifts. And slowly bring it back. One more time. Try to slow it down. Right leg through, especially on the step back. So see if you can really, in a really controlled way, step your leg all the way back. Put your hands down. Put your back heel down like warrior 1 legs and walk your hands to the front right corner of the mat for a warrior lunge and spin the left hip towards the back of the mat. Good. Now bring your hands back under your shoulders, back of the mat, side lunge. So your right knee bends. As you shift to the back of the mat, you can readjust your feet to make them aligned, hands to heart. You're still leaning forward in like a half lift situation. Slowly turn and face the back of the mat, and then put your back knee down. Come upright, bring your hands behind you, interlace your hands with the opposite thumb on top. Open your chest, roll the shoulders back. Then bring your hands down to the ground. Lift your back knee and come into standing splits, but more of a squared hip variation. So the left leg is not that high. Draw your right hip back. Straighten through your left leg as much as you can. Flex the foot. Then bring your feet together. Lift up halfway. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach your arms up. Exhale, pause here. Lift your right leg up. Bring it into tree without using your hands. And stand tall. And you're welcome to stay, or you put your right hand on your right knee and take a side bend to the right. Then rise back up, arms up. And come into airplane, warrior 3. So take your right leg back behind you. Take your arms back behind you slowly. And then bring the back of the heart, the back of the lower back to the sky so that you're not drooping down. Slowly step back to high lunge with control. High lunge, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Good, now bend down, grab onto your strap, and put your strap around your left shoulder. Take your left arm up, grab onto the strap so the elbow points to the sky. Take your right arm out wide, internally rotate your right arm, then bring the hand behind, clasp onto the strap. Bend into your left knee, reverse warrior. And then come into side angle. Make sure you're rotating and opening your chest to the right. And then rise up, straighten your left leg, and turn both toes out and heels in, setting up for goddess. Now sit down into goddess. Lift your heels if you want for 5, 4, get lower, 3, 2, 1, straighten both legs, heels out, toes in. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Make sure you have a tiny, tiny bend of the knees. Find your Ujjayi breath. Press into the feet and slowly rise up. Take your time. Remove the strap, set it down to the ground, and take warrior 2 facing the front of the mat, the original front of the mat. Flip your right palm, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, half moon. Bring your hand down, lift your leg up. Option to take the Chapasana variation. Kick the foot into the hand if you're doing that, and open through the heart. Shoulder blades move towards each other. Then re-extend your left leg. Put both hands down onto the ground to slowly rotate your hips. Really slow and intentional. Feel how your hips move. And fold into your standing splits. Keep your left leg high. Then bring your left knee down behind your right ankle for a Shiva squat. Maybe hands to heart for a little extra. And then lift the leg straight back up again. You could try to balance no hands here too. Lower it down. Get real low. And lift it up. Trust yourself. Lower it down. And lift it up. Bring your hands down. Step all the way back to low lunge. Plant down through your left hand, reach your right arm up, roll into the outer edges of your feet, and step your right foot on top of your left foot for side plank. Then lift your right leg up if you want. Bend your knee so the knee points to the sky, and put your right hand on top of your knee, and lift that bottom hip. Re-extend the leg, reach the arm up, put the right foot down, and come into plank. Almost there. Lower onto your forearms. Lift your right foot up and point the toe. Put your right foot down. Shift your weight a little bit forward. Lift your left foot up, point the toes. Put your left foot down. Slowly rise up onto your hands. Downward facing dog. Now continue walking your hands all the way back to the back of the mat. You're at the back of the mat, take the feet wide, bend your knees, get a little bouncy here, little movement. And then take your right shoulder and bring it under your right knee. Bring your right arm behind you so the back of the hand comes to the back of your hip. Left arm goes up and around, clasp hands. Now you can grab your strap, and I'll show you with the strap. You just put it between your hands here. We're gonna go up to Bird of Paradise, so if you know you need the strap, grab it and start to straighten your legs, strap or shirt or whatever. Straighten your legs first, you'll get a little stretch in the back of your right shoulder. All right, and then put all your weight into your left foot, lift your right heel, slide it up and start to rise up into Bird of Paradise. Stand tall. Maybe you straighten your right leg. If your leg is straight, bend it. Let's all come back down to the ground and release the strap if you have it. See, you can totally do that with the strap easily. And then we'll do the other side. So bend the knees, left shoulder under left leg, left hand comes to the low back, back of the hand, right arm goes around, clasp hands or grab your strap, straighten both legs. And then start to put all your weight into your right foot, lift your left heel so you're on your toes. Put all the weight into the right foot as you stand up slowly. The slower, the better, as you come all the way up and stand tall. An option to try to straighten out that left leg to the best of your ability. If your leg is straight, bend it and slowly lower down to the ground and release your arms and shake it out. Walk the hands all the way out to plank. Lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Reach your arms back. And you can lift up for locust, where you lift your legs and head and arms, or bend your knees, grab onto your ankles or feet, and kick up for bow. For 3, 2, 1. Release all the way down. Rest your head to one side. Turn your head to the other side. Put your hands under your shoulders and press up to tabletop and come into a seat. So we'll take the legs out in front of us and shake them out. And then stack your legs on top of each other. It doesn't matter which one goes first on top. And we'll go into double pigeon. So you want to try to stack the feet and the knees and flex the feet. And if you want to, you can take your top foot in front. That'll make it a little bit easier. And you can fold from there as well. That'll make it a little less intense on the hips. So you can stay upright or you can fold. Let's take 2 more breaths here. See if you can tilt the pelvis forward a little more. Lead with the heart. Come back up onto your hands all the way up and switch out your legs. Sit tall. And again, you can put your top foot on the ground in front of your bottom knee. You can stay upright if this feels like plenty of stretch, which it might, or you can fold forward, put your forearms down, put your hands down, whatever works for you. Take 2 more full breaths. Completely surrender. Come up onto your hands all the way and take your legs straight out in front of you and shake them out. And bend your knees. Bring your hands behind you with your fingers facing forward and pull your heart through as if someone is pulling your chest from a string up to the sky. Then bend your elbows and pull your elbows towards each other at the same time that your chest is moving through your shoulders. Close your eyes and let your head drop back. Smile. Smile into the openness of the chest. And then slowly rise up. Bring your feet together. Sit tall. Grab onto the feet. Make a basket with your hands around the tops of your feet. Inhale and exhale. Fold. Press your elbows into your calves. You might hold your feet open like a book as well. Deep breaths. And slowly rise up. Take your legs straight out in front of you and make your way down onto your back. And hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little bit side to side. And then keep the right knee in. Extend your left leg long to the ground. And open your right knee up towards your right armpit. Bring it up so you get a really nice stretch into the hips. And then take the knee over to the left side. Right arm out to the right for a twist. Get your right shoulder flush to the ground, maybe by moving your left shoulder over to the left a little bit more. And then flex your left foot and press through your left heel. And anchor your right hip towards the front of the mat to create a little more space through your right side waist. Then bring your right knee back to center. Switch out your legs, left knee in, right leg long. Bring the left knee up towards your left armpit. And then take the knee all the way over to the right side. Left arm goes out to the left, right shoulder moves out of the way, left shoulder sets down on the ground. Left hip anchors forward. Just you and your breath, nothing else in this moment. Then bring your knee back to center. Hug both knees in. Inhale and exhale. Release your legs down for Shavasana. Arms down by your sides. And find total and complete stillness. Feel the air on your fingertips and toe tips. Feel how the clothes rest on your skin. Feel the back of the head resting on the mat. Heavy and relaxed. Feel the eyes sink into the eye sockets. The jaw softens. Let's begin to bring movement back into the body through first the fingers and then the toes. And then slowly bend your knees and bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And come on up to a seat. Thank you so much for joining today. If you enjoyed the class, I'd love to hear in the comments. So let me know what you thought. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button to support and so that we can continue practicing together. Let's bring our palms together and we will bow in gratitude for this practice. Thank you.